Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Monday Movie Show, where I take the past week to watch one new movie, TV show, or anime, and then I talk about it on Monday. So, this week we watched the anime ReZero starring life in another world. The Monday Movie Show is real simple. All I do is I talk about the new entertainment is entertainment value, and then also it's my favorite aspect of the film, or also talking about like a favorite part or a part that I can remember. Alright, so for the entertainment value, we'll quickly give it a rating, and I'm gonna give it a simple 10 out of 10. It's been a while since I've seen like a new anime, or like an anime of this caliber, one that I really enjoyed and like I wanted to get to the end. I just started it Friday, and then I was able to finish it on Sunday. So I binged the crap out of this. There's like 25 episodes in the first season, so I definitely give it a 10 out of 10 because it kept me interested throughout the whole thing. Also, just the fact that the art style is interesting, the story is interesting, the characters are interesting. There's just so many things that I like about it, so it definitely deserves that rating. But now let us jump into the favorite aspect so I can actually talk about scenes and stuff that I remember and whatnot. Alright, so favorite aspect, there's a lot of things that I like about it. So let's just jump right into the simple one. So my first favorite aspect of this would be its isekai, and how it introduces its isekai. Like, if you don't know what an isekai is, it's basically when somebody gets transported to a new world, or they get a new body in a new world, and it's an interesting medium that I'm interested in, and like I always like to see how each anime does it differently. And in this one, it really caught my attention. I like how, rather than compared to these other ones where like they die and they get transferred into a new body, or like the gods need them and they get transferred into a new body, this one is just, oh, he walks outside of a grocery store and he sees a hand thing, and now he's in a new world. it's just it's funny. I just like how fast it changes from his world, and then just in a quick rotation, boom, new world. So I really like that. And then also I just liked how usually in some of these isekais, like, they are given some crazy power right off the bat, or like they have some kind of special ability, or they have some purpose for being there. But in this one, it's just there's no purpose for him being there, and he does have a power, but like it isn't like it helps him and whatnot. His struggles, as you could see, especially in the first episode, like there's nothing. He's basically got all of his attributes that he had before, being transported into this new world. And my second favorite aspect would be the special power that he received from transferring to this world, and that power is basically revival, which is like, it's almost like a time loop kind of thing, where like when he dies, he gets put back to a certain point that he's experienced in this new world. So I think that's definitely my second favorite aspect of this anime, because that that whole formula they used for this time loop is really interesting, and like it really kept me interested in, like, okay, so what is he gonna do now to prevent what happened in that timeline. That's funny how that's my two favorite aspects of this is its isekai formula, how it's different from the others, and then also its time loop, where like it's different from other time loops I've seen. Like, I really like how much they drive in that he's slowly going crazy because of all these, the fact that he had to redo these again and again, and like especially some situations when people kill him or he see people die, like his brain just, I can't imagine like seeing that happen over and over again, and just trying to figure out a way to not do that. And then another thing is the fact that he remembers the pain. Like, I never put that thought in my brain. Like, it's never really crossed my mind of like, these people that have this kind of revival after death, this return by death, as he says, is I never really thought about like the pain they have to go through to die, and then they get jolted back to life. I can't, I didn't really put that together, and it's cool how they drive that into like his character, and like he doesn't want to die again, so he doesn't want to just die like repeatedly just to get something right, because he doesn't want to go through that pain, and that's completely understandable. But there's definitely points in the anime where I'm like, dude, You just do it again. Just scrap it. We're doing it again. So it was funny because like I'm just like, yo, why are you going through this? You could just scrap it, do it again. But that's why they really wanted to stress the whole going crazy of feeling all that pain, which of course it's completely understandable. But yeah, those are definitely my two favorite aspects. I could also say I really like the characters. I like the main character, but that's long enough. There's just so many things I like about it that's why it gets its 10 out of 10. But let's move on to a favorite part or part that I can remember. All right, so probably my favorite action scene, or the one that I remember the most, would have to be episode 3. It's really close to the start, and that's just when they're fighting that one lady, the one with the what was it, the stomach lady. She likes cutting people at their stomachs and whatnot, and I just really liked the way they animated those fight scenes, and the fact that it's right at the start of the show. It's still embedded in my brain. So there's definitely a lot of other action scenes that I really liked. So that's just one that I can come to mind, and I'm gonna be showing bits, clips, vids while I'm talking. But then I'd say for dialogue or just quotes that stuck with me in this, it'd be in episode 18, and it's basically when he's letting his character show. He's basically confessing to his mistakes and what he regrets doing in his other world, and that's just basically being a lazy bum. And like that kind of like hit home with me. I'm like, you know, that I could see how that could hit with home with a lot of people. And like, imagine if I was to be transported into a new world and they expected me to do things, but my frail little body, I can't really do much with it. So why am I not taking my time to actually like make myself stronger or improve myself in some way to be useful if I am to be put on some kind of journey that requires me to have my own skills. And yeah, that episode 18 when he revealed himself to that really hit home with me. So that's why I was a little rambler there, but yeah, it's that's what I always try to find. There's always some nugget in TV shows, animes, or movies, and everything has some kind of positive, everything has some kind of negative, and that was one big dialogue positive in this that stuck with me. And that's just if you were to be set alone by yourself in some new land, whether it be out in the woods or in a new city, could you rely on your own skills that you've learned throughout your life? Could you survive with your knowledge, with your skill set? And that's just a good question to ask. And that episode 18, I believe it was, had really hit that question home for me. But yeah, that is it for this video. I definitely enjoyed this one. I legit just finished it. Like, I finished the last episode for the first season an hour ago, and they have all the episodes for the second season. So I'm definitely gonna binge. This anime came out in 2016, and I've definitely been asleep on this one. My sister suggested it Friday, and then I just finished it, today. So it's funny. I really enjoyed it, and that's why it definitely gets a 10 out of 10. I definitely a lot of things stuck with me. I really like the art style. You can tell they put an effort into the animation, and just the characters, the story, everything hit home for me. Like, I really enjoyed everything. So that'll be it for today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed this week's Monday movie show. If you got any suggestions for TV shows, animes, or movies, just drop them in the comments, and I will eventually get around to them. I'll just check them on my spreadsheet, and I'm just slowly going over the list. And if somebody really suggests something just like this, then I'll definitely watch it. So anyways, that'll be it. I will see you guys tomorrow or next week if you're only here for the Monday movie shows. All right, bye bye now.